feeling like I'm academics.
Very fucking interesting. All right. Most likely the last topic we'll cover tonight, just because I understand it's 5 o'clock. It's 10 a.m. in London, but it's 2 o'clock, or it's about to be 2 o'clock in LA, and again 5 a.m. on the East Coast time. So, if you guys are late to the stream, we're gonna be doing a full 30 days or whatever amount of days in March. I want to stream every day. And the only thing I ask you for some grace, because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I do not stream because I know you guys require 6 hours. Like, y'all don't like short ass streams. Obviously, I think you guys would be okay with this because this is the stream that never happened. But if I could get on, bang out 4 hours, I would hope you guys will understand not every day we were going to be able to do 6 hours. Okay. Anyway, let me cover this. So Durk, my goddamn Casamigos just fell. Durk has been hit with a lawsuit, people, if you haven't heard. So Durk hit with a wrongful death lawsuit. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think this is a landmark case for drill music. Now, I know you might be like, well, haven't we kind of seen this? Because isn't Mama Doug kind of like suing King Von or whatever the case is? Well, the reality about that is that King Von was already dead, and there wasn't a current indictment that completely connects one party to the next. Like, for example, if you're convicted of murdering someone, it's like a slam dunk usually for a civil case in a wrongful death lawsuit. So the problem here is drill music, and I don't know if cognizantly people are going to recognize this, but the mere fact that Durk, and here we go, Durk has one more legal trouble to worry about after the mother of the man killed in a murder for hire case is awaiting trial. Now, and I've said this to Vlad before, but I'll say it here repeatedly, like, I wish Lil Pab didn't get killed, but Lil Pab, just by the nature of how he was moving, like Lil Pab was rocking with Quando, right? Like he wasn't like some guy who had knew nothing about whatever. He was rocking with Quando. That was the thing, right? And when it comes to people being in close association with guys or gang members who are into certain type of shit, for me, I just kind of understand that you don't know where it might go. And I think some people have reimagined it to be like, just like they've done it in the Duck situation. They're like, oh, no, Duck was like, no, man, FBG Duck was FBG Duck. So obviously his mother being upset and his mother trying to cash in or whatever, like, we could look at it that way, but that man was actively participating and knew damn well what was going on when he was involved in beef or conflict with these other people. Anyway, it says Durk has one more legal issue to worry about after the mother of the man killed in a murder for hire case he's waiting for trial for filed a wrongful death lawsuit against him. The rapper's troubles with the law began in October 2024 after federal authorities arrested him on conspiracy to commit murder for hire. That same month, he was hit with a wrongful death lawsuit after FBG Duck's mom sued him and King Von's estate for Duck's murder. Now, it's going to be hard to connect Durk to Duck's murder because most things point to Von, but they're going to say that Durk is one of the people who are funding Von, and also Durk dissed Duck after his death. But I think that's a weaker case. This here, it would be a strong case because if the feds find Durk guilty, I mean, essentially, it's a slam dunk for this civil case. Anyway, so Durk is at the center of another wrongful death lawsuit, this time from Andrew Robinson, the mother of Quando Rondo's late cousin, Savaya Robinson, a.k.a. Lul Pab. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, she filed a lawsuit in Cook County Court in Chicago this month. In it, she claimed that Savaya was killed in a targeted attack in Los Angeles on August 19, 2022. She named Durk, his business manager, his record label, Only the Family, and a related company as those responsible for her son's death, and he was gunned down at that time. one of their lawyers told Chicago Sun-Times the motive for filing the lawsuit. They said the premature loss of Mr. Robinson has devastated the family and community. It says we filed this lawsuit to hold those responsible and to ensure his family receives the support they need during this time. Now, here's the reality behind this lawsuit. I think this lawsuit is going to be the end of the commercialization of drill music. And when I mean drill music, not music talking tough, but music where there are real deaths that you keep referencing and you're actually possibly involved with. Because I'm going to be honest, if Durk doesn't beat this case, he's going to be bankrupt. 100%. The lawsuits that are going to be filed against Lil Durk based upon how much he commercialized, how much he profited off, how much he benefited personally, financially, or otherwise from not only talking about, celebrating, but again, if they have some proof that maybe, when all these criminal indictments get settled or whenever it goes to court, if it's deemed that he was responsible for any of these people's deaths, it is more than likely that Durk's estate will not be left with one red penny, and his kids and generations to come for his family would never see all the money that Durk worked for. Why? Because this would be a slam dunk case for anybody who Durk has supposedly or allegedly had an influence in them dying, especially if he put out a hit, especially if he, was supporting the people who did it. This criminal case, the murder for hire case, essentially sets up all these other civil suits to say, this nigga did this shit. So again, I think this is, I don't know if you guys have thought about drill music. Durk is the biggest commercially viable artist that's rapping about real shit in terms of drill music. Everybody else, they're telling stories, but it's not that clairvoyant in where you're like, oh shit, should have ducked. This guy got killed. You're dissing him still. Oh shit, you said if you can't get the main nigga, you better get his mans. Then this guy dies. I don't know if anybody has been that open and direct with shit like that for that long and been on this level. So I think this is going to be a change in drill music after we see. This is if he gets found guilty. Okay? I thought I had to sneeze. If he gets found guilty, he's going to get ran through the mud, through the ringer, and I don't believe that he's going to be able to escape not having to give the majority of his wealth to the people who were hurt by some of the songs he gained that wealth with and some of the actions that was taking place. So I seen this. I think people argue about the wrong things. You know what the argument becomes? Well, the mother of FBG Duck shouldn't sue because she know what her son was into. Or the mother of Lil Pab shouldn't sue. It's like, all right, that's a good point if you're thinking about, well, their son was kind of about that life, this, that, and third. The point is, if y'all operate in the streets, y'all should take account or take accountability to understand that if you're in the streets, snitches exist. People are going to turn on you. There's going to be, I guess now, people who you done killed if you're a famous entertainer, or not necessarily killed, but you were influential in them dying, possibly. Those people will try to sue you. Again, I don't think, I've never been the person to kind of shame those people trying to seek that civil justice, especially, I think, even with Mama Duck, even though Mama Duck was a little bit different because at least with Mama Duck, she was, it felt like hyping up Duck when Duck was alive, though. She was kind of like she was with the program, and now she ain't with the program anymore. But it's the streets, So everything goes, and I'm do hoping that Durk is found innocent. And if that's the case, I think these civil cases are going to go away. But if he's found guilty, they're definitely going to be pretty much slam dunks. And I can't blame the mother of these people. Yo, if we thought our son was going to be an influential person that was going to help take us out of poverty, y'all were beefing and you killed him and you've been dissing him this whole time, making fun of the fact that he died. You said, no. Yeah, bruv, we want some of that bread. So I can't be mad at that. And for anybody who likes Durk or whatever, you have to realize, don't go in the streets if you don't want to accept that they're going to be snitches, okay? There's no perfect streets. If you're in the streets, snitches are there. There's going to be people who are going to turn their backs on you. There's going to be all type of people, including people that might file a motherfucking lawsuit on you if you got some money. So it is what it is. So I pray for Durk. I pray he's innocent. But I understand that if he does get convicted, there is so much, and I mean so much people. There's going to be a laundry list of people lining up to go try to take all the money he's earned that he thought he was going to be able to stash for his family and their livelihood in the future. They're going to be lining up coming for that shit. So, I'm going to send my prayers with Durk, but I do think commercial drill music, if we're talking about drill music that's really connected to deaths, I hope they take note. Like, for example, Lil Jeff, I don't think respectfully, like his family made that much money off he made that much money off his career or short career, because we all know he got killed. But if he did make tens of millions of dollars, and I don't know if you remember when I interviewed Durk said he had $50 million. I don't know if I've debated that with people. Like, do you think Durk really did have $50 million liquid? I don't know. But he was talking like he did. He told me he did. And if that person you felt like they got the majority of that money or got some of that money by clowning your dead relative, or because I could see why this lawsuit's been filed. And if you can't condemn what Durk's being alleged of doing, you can't speak about anybody filing any lawsuit, even if they seem like a hypocrite. For example, Mama Doe. Okay? All right. Somebody says, yo, I'm going to rain check on that prayer. You niggas ain't nothing, man. All right. Okay, people. I think we're going to call it today. We're going to call it. I'm rocking with y'all in here. I do appreciate y'all. By the way, just to give y'all some stats, we have 9,800 people in here. From all the channels we're streaming on, we have 9,800 people in here at 5 a.m. I'm extremely honored, and I thank you guys for that. Chat, we're going to call it a night. I'll be back on later today or later at some point. But we're trying to do 30 for 30. We got to do 30 days. Like, the slacking got to stop. So I had to get out some of the bigger topics, and Joe will cut these up, and then I'll be back later, and then we'll finish the rest of them. Chat, y'all tell me y'all interested in some of these other topics. I'll tell you what I got going on. So Cash Doll and Nation Doll, I got that going on. 5042 Doug, I definitely want to talk about that with the Big Meat situation. Bad Baby and Alabama Barker. Like, I really don't give a fuck about that, but apparently people that have been on TikTok was like, yo, that's a huge deal. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we'll cover that. But apparently, yo, someone told me today, I almost fell out. They were like, yo, Bad Baby and Alabama Barker beef is like the next biggest beef since Kendrick and Drake, and it's actually like that because they're dropping this. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? And you know what they keep telling me? No, it's like on TikTok it's the biggest thing. And I'm like, maybe I'm just not in tune, right? So you guys let me know about that. Birdman on stage. That's like a light clip. We haven't got to do too much on it. And then we're going to go through the 1090 Jake video with the Big Meech paperwork stuff. And then we actually do... we had to watch a Trap Lil Ross video. Damn, I don't got it now. So we'll do that tomorrow, chat. I do appreciate you guys, and I thank you if you guys sent in a donation or you guys became a member. I appreciate you. Chat, next week I will be announcing my birthday show. By the way, my man What's the Dirt, if you're here, man, you were invited to my birthday event, man. I've never met you in person. I would love it if you come. Yeah, we'll announce like tickets and shit like that next week. But I expect every single person, especially if I entertained you at 5 o'clock in the morning, I want to see you in person. Fuck all that. All right. So we'll figure it out. But I'll be back on later on, and for the topics I didn't cover then, we'll get to later. Okay, chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for harassing me if I ever feel lazy. I make sure I get your bitch ass on stream. I appreciate it. Even though you're not too nice about it. Like, get your fat ass on stream, nigga. It's all good though. Thank you, chat. I will see y'all later today. And for the people who missed this was a stream that never happened. All right? Love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later.